Hello and welcome. This is Nilnar. Today we're going to do the first look at Dinkum. This is supposed to be a game that's similar to maybe Animal Crossing uh, or those type of games where it's build a civilization or area in a landscape. Now I will say I have started a game just to get the feel of it, test some things out. But we will start a brand new game from beginning and see what all the different things that we can get done in it is. So first we can get ourselves a character built up. I don't necessarily like the hairdo on that one, but we can pick a few different skin tones. So I'm just going to pick something that looks nice. That looks good. Hairstyle, definitely don't want that. Yeah, there we go, nice little buzzy type cut. I don't see any others that I like. Eyes, got a little more square. Let's do that one. That looks good. You can pick your nose, a couple different style noses. I'll do that one, and then you can put on different lips, and looks like some freckles on some or blush on some. I think I'll do that one, and then you can pick your collar of shirt. I want to do a nice little blue collar here. Don't have a really good green. That's interesting. So some of the colors actually are two-tone colors. So yeah, we'll do this one here. And of course, again, Nilnar is the character I play. And we will call the island Nilnar's Beauty. So we'll go ahead and create this character and go through the intro scenes. Everybody looks a little unhappy sitting around here. They don't have any desire to leave. It don't look like they have any desires whatsoever. Let's go somewhere a little bit more lively. Fleck is our host for the island, and we'll meet them at the airship. And we are away. Interesting smoke clouds coming out of that, little puffs of smoke. And out of the winter into a nice summer view. We are the first day of summer at 10 a.m. and waiting for the airship to dock. There's a radio tower right next to the docking area. That's kind of nice. Okay. So let's see. No one in the South is brave enough to join me. You're the first and only person to respond to my ad. I knew you're the right person. Oh dear, look, that old Fletch waffle on. Let's get cracking. Yeah, let's go. Let's get moving. So the movement keys, standard WASD. Leave out. Now, I will tell you, I did a few things previously. If you go into settings, of course you have your standard settings you can adjust. But over here in camera view, I made sure mouse moves the camera. Otherwise, as you see, it's going to tell you to hold down the shift key. I wanted it to be fully controlled with just the mouse so I can move around. Now there is two different views of this, so you can move around like this, or you can hit the Z key and it goes into more of a zoom in and out and rotate around for building. We'll go back to free cam and go talk to Fletch. So if I right click, smell the fresh air, I'll tell you what, it feels good to be finally back on Nilnar's Beauty. Now Nilnar, I'm going to need you help getting settled in. So they're going to give us a base tent. So this base tent, and they also give you a map, but the base tent, that's kind of like the central hub building. So get this base tent and our island map. So now this is where it tells you have to use that shift key in order to move around. I'm of course using the control of the mouse itself, and you got all these little shells you can pick up throughout. They'll come in handy for selling later. But let's go ahead and look at the map and see where we are and where we can go. So we're kind of at this location, we're kind of off of the main island area, though there's no really one main island. So we could set up here and build out from here, but I think after a while we might spend a lot more time going out here, especially when we go to trying to get metal and stuff. So let's actually go over to the mainland. I mean, that's a fairly good size to build on, but I want to go ahead and go over to the mainland. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm heading over this way at the moment. Kind of do a little island hopping. Now there is sharks out in the water. As you can see, there's a shark there. I don't want to run into it, so I'm going to come over this way and take a more direct route that doesn't require me to swim quite as much. Could be picking up these shells as I go. And there's stingrays in here that will, or not stingray, jellyfish that'll sting you. So now I'm going to come over this way. There are dogs, they won't attack you unless you attack them first. And so I'm going to go over here, swim across this way. And here we go. Now we're into the main island, or one of the main island pieces. And I kind of like this over here to do our initial startup, mainly because you're going to grow, build, and you're going to be going back and forth here. And as you can see, it's not an easy thing to do, the swim all the way across, especially with the sharks and everything. So with this, I got to kind of decide, where do I really want to build from. There's trees on both sides, looks fairly good, fairly level areas. I think this is where I want to put the main headquarters if I can, up on this plateau. So to do that, you highlight the base tent and you put it in, and you can move it around, manipulate it. Later on you'll be able to take away and add dirt to areas, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this location. Yes, this will be a good spot. Yep, that's where I decided to build. Thank you. Yep. Oh, you got me a tent too. So yeah, you won't be sleeping in this base tent. You'll get your own tent that you'll be able to sleep in here. So let's figure out a spot to make our claim. So we got to go set that and then come back to talk to her. And she spends most of the time in the tent during the daytime. At nighttime you'll see her wandering around. So I'm going to go off a little bit from there from my tent just to be off the hub area. And this looks a nice little waterfront view for myself here, so that'll be kind of nice. So that's where I'm going to set my point up, somewhere in this area. So let's go ahead and click it here. You can see the front of the opening with the arrow showing you what direction it is. And ooh, that's not good. There's an alligator right there I'm going to take care of later. We'll go right there, a little bit off from the alligator so it's not harassing me. But a good point of I can still get to them to take them out later. Okay, so now we'll come back and talk to her. Yep, I did find a good spot for my tent. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, I like to build, so yep, I'll come out here and build for you. She's kind of the grandma type. I may start just calling her grandma instead of Fletch to make it easier. Have you heard of Traveler John? I'm going to go ahead and say no, I haven't. And that way she can tell you about him. So he's a bloody legend. He has traded paperclip for a steamboat once. So he's one of those that can trade for anything. So he's interested in visiting with the shop here, so we can have him come and be able to buy and sell from him. So that'll be good. But we got to get a place for him to set up shop at. So we need to find that spot. So I need to find somewhere close by to set that up. And then maybe try to convince him to stay here permanently. So we get another deed, and again, it's like everything else. It sets up a spot we want, and I'm actually going to put them right next to the main area here. So let's go back in and talk to her. Yep, all set for visitors. Bring them on. Well done. So now achieved, in a little while we've achieved a lot. So her father was born here, and he liked to really adventure and go through things. So she's going to give us his adventures journal, and we need to do the milestones for that. Yeah, you can still do it, Granny. Just put your mind to it. So she now gives us the journal. That's going to appear in the lower left corner here. Good. Glad someone's looking after it. But I have a challenge for you, Nilnor. I want you to beat my father's milestones. Okay. And there are going to be some long ones. You'll see as we go through that they build up as you go. But we'll complete a lot quickly, especially at the start here. And then they give us permit points, and that's what this little section is. So you have money, the Dinkum money, and then you have these permit points. And a couple of days we'll get permit access and understanding of that. So let's check the journal and see what I have done and what I can do. But she has one more quest. She wants something for lunch. So we need to get some fruit that grows around the island. And then she'll teach us how to make a campfire. So if I go ahead and escape, you'll see this is our challenges. The milestones will only come in as you achieve that next milestone. So this one I have a camper. I've already done it, so if I claim that, that'll give me 100 points up to here. And then I had to escape and come back out here, and I have the one for exploring. So I'll accept that one, or complete that one. So I've done these. As you look, they only have a 1. Some of these, as you get them uncompleted, it'll have 10, 50, 100 as you build through them. And then we have the dailies here. So we need to find some bush limes. We need to catch a couple bugs, and we need to craft an item. I have a feeling we'll end up going through every single one of those here. So here's the bush lime plant. So if you right click, it'll harvest, and then you can pick them up in your hands there. And that's all we needed was 3 for her. I am going to go around and collect a couple other things. So we'll need some logs. And they're already on the ground, which is good since you have no axe or anything yet. I also want to go ahead and grab some more bush lime. In the start of the game, I use a lot of bush limes. They make it nice for continuing to do work throughout the day. And you actually do have a stamina bar here. When you run out of stamina, you can't do anything else, and you'll actually pass out. You can get this to refill by eating. As you can see, this one does 2 health and 3 stamina when it's uncooked. And you can eat up to 3 items at a time, and it'll fill up this little circle. As it uses that, the circle will go back to white in stages, and every time it goes 1/4 white, you can eat another fruit to replenish it back up and get your stamina back up. So that's a way to allow you to continue working throughout the day, because you'll go through stamina quite heavily, especially with the beginning tools we'll get into. So, yep, as I was saying, it'll help keep you up, but it actually is better if you cook it. So she's going to give us a campfire recipe that we can cook. So we need to find some wood. She's going to give us the stone. So let's go out and figure out how to do this. So once we get that done, then we'll come back to her. So we get some rock and we get the campfire. So if I come over here, this is the campfire recipe. As you can see, we can make a rock path right now, a crude fence, campfire, some torches, cooking table, and a crafting table. We're on a crafting table, so you don't really need to build this one, though it makes it nice to have it outdoors so you don't have to constantly go in the tent to use it. But I'm going to go ahead and do the campfire. The campfire needs 2 gum logs, which those are the 2 I picked up off the ground, and 3 stones that she gave me. Now you can click on track recipe and I'll put these up over on the left hand side here so you can know what you need, especially if you've got them in chests and you have to go from multiple chests. So I'm going to go ahead and craft that up. I now have it, and as you saw, my reward points went up a little bit more, and that's because it's part of our challenges. So first challenge was to get 3 bush limes and the other one was to craft 1 item. These automatically complete when you are successful with it, so you don't actually have to click on them to complete them. So there we go, we got that created. Now if I go look at the logs here, the tasks, I don't have any tasks, you just said to create it. So you're really at this point, you don't have to go back to it right away, but you can go ahead and set this down. I'm going to go ahead and set the fire down by my tent. You can set it anywhere you want, but I'm going to go ahead and set it there because I'm going to use it quite heavily. And to use it, you walk up with the item, and if it is something you can put onto the fire, you'll get that insert. Click insert, and it will do its thing. It takes a couple seconds here, maybe a minute, about 30 seconds, and it pops off to the side cooked. Now we'll go ahead and pick this guy up and show you in the menu. It's now 4 health, 6 energy, where originally it was 2 health, 3 energy, so it is better once it's cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this stack of them real quick. We got plenty of time to get a lot of things done here with the day. And she only works with these type of tasks while she's in the tent. If she's outside the tent, you can just talk to her about other tasks that she may ask you to do. And every visitor you have to the island, you can ask daily if there's something you can do for them. And that task only lasts for that day. It erases at the end of the day. But it's a quick way to get different rewards, whether it's money, an item, mile points for helping friends. So it's something to do. And it also is a good way to convince people to move on to your island, is doing tasks for them. And that's actually part of the walkthrough that they'll go through and talk about. So get this last one done. There we go. We got some food for us later on. If we need it today, we may. So we'll come back and talk to her. There's a gift for helping her out. A bug net. And look, we actually have a challenge to catch some bugs. So that's perfect. So I can take the rest of the day off and go catch some bugs or cook some fruit or do some other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and figure that out. And she is going to give us a sleeping bag to sleep tonight. So we'll go ahead and take that with us, and when we're ready to sleep, we'll set it down. And there's our net and sleeping bag. So now we'll go back out, and there's our big net. And with this, you can come up to butterfly and capture it. So I got a Ulysses butterfly. That's kind of cool looking butterfly. There are butterflies all over. Whoops. Now you can't get birds with this. I've tried. Haven't figured out how to catch a bird yet, but we'll try. Oh, there's a kangaroo. Yeah. They will run from you typically when you get close, unless you attack them. But right now I have nothing to attack. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few things. There are bugs on the ground that crawl, and sometimes they're easy to overlook, but if you kind of scan as you're going. And I'm just kind of looking around. I want to catch as many of these as I want. There is some dung there, or roo poo, used, I believe, for gardening. I don't need it at the moment, so I'm not going to fill up my inventory since I have no place to store them. There's a fly, so we now have caught in a fly. There's an armadillo. Most animals will not attack you, but as you can see, they will attack each other. So the dogs will attack some of them, and it's kind of interesting to watch them attack each other. What's really nice is if they kill one, like you just did here, you sometimes can pick up meat. So there's some meat there. So you can get some meat early on without actually having to go out hunting. But once you get hunting, it's not that hard to get some meat. So I'm going to go ahead and continue moving around here and get a few more butterflies. Yeah, there's a scarlet Jezebel. And I'm going to try to fill up my inventory with butterflies. Just because they sell pretty good, especially on the very first day of selling each one of them. I think they kind of go down over time. I'm also going to go ahead and pick up more fruit for later. I don't usually like to do any of my cooking until evening when it's too dark to walk around. So I'll collect everything. And we have some rocks with some ore in it. I believe this is copper ore here, and this one looks like it might be the iron ore. You will find one that has a clear glass in it. Now that's iron ore. This is a crystal ore. So that's sometimes if you're not careful, you'll think you got into an iron ore because the sun's hitting it just wrong, and it looks sometimes like it's grayer than it is. These rocks you can also will be able to mine later, and they kind of have a multiple ore inside them, including iron. Oh, those birds will attack you if you get too close. They're one of the few animals that will attack. Alligators will attack, sharks will attack, and those things. What is out there? I haven't seen that. Is that just a plant out there? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up these shells. They do sell good on the first day too, so. And the nice thing with them is they do stack. And if we look, we just got a reward down the corner for milestones. We got the Shell Yeah award. So we got 11 out of 10. So we only needed 10 for the first reward. And now here's one that you can see that now our next one is to get 50 of them. So that's a kind of quick, easy way to get some additional rewards. And there's a fish in the water. You see the fish? We'll have to go fishing later as soon as we get ourselves a fishing pole. So we're going to go through here, just collect some things, some bugs. There, scarlet bug, we'll get some more shells. The shells are nice because they stack, so you can get a lot of shells. That's why they end up getting pretty good price for them, because you can collect so many. We'll go back over here. We got a few more hours before it gets too dark to see, so I want to collect as much as I can for when John visits tomorrow. It'd be nice to live on a beachy area like this. Though, it'd be hard to get internet service, so that might be not as much fun. Let alone, I haven't seen anything with power yet, so I'd have to install my own generators. That probably wouldn't be fun, but hey. I don't like the cold, so having this extra water... Oh, jellyfish got a little upset at me, but I'm faster than they are. I got my 50 shells. I'm slowly making my way back towards the base. It's over that way. A couple things with the map. You can see where your home is. You can actually click on it. It'll kind of highlight it with a sparkly. And then if you look, you see it up in the map here. It kind of gives you a rough idea where it's at that way with the compass view. So we'll go around here and continue to collect some shells. Oh, that's a bug. I get that. That's a largady. And now if I look again, I have shells. I now need 250 of those. I've caught 5 out of 5 different bugs. There's 10. Next run will be when I hit 10. So just keep increasing the rewards. I'll go ahead while I'm at it, grab these logs here just because sooner or later I'm going to need them. So might as well grab them now. And look, and I still have a reward out there I haven't. Well, come on. Get over here. There we go. There's a milestone. Oh, bug catching. I didn't clear that one out. So I need to catch 50 bugs now. And we'll get one of these. If you watch, these gators will chase you and they'll snap at you, but you can just run away. They don't follow you for too far. I turn back around. He's already turned back away from me. So we'll go ahead, come in here. We did get a piece of meat earlier, so let's see about cooking that piece of meat. And while we're kind of close to home here, we'll look around and see if there's any more bugs, shells. We can harvest these yellow widows. I haven't found a use other than selling them. But I'm assuming that there's probably a recipe I haven't got to yet. There are these little metal cans. You can break into them once you have the pickaxe and the mining skill. And that'll be coming up here soon. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful sunset coming in now. Orange sky with some reds at the bottom. Okay, we got another challenge. Well, am I full up? I can't. No, I got plenty of room. There we go. Wasn't recognizing it. So let me go look at the challenge here. And Harvest Master. So I got 100 out of 100 for Harvest Master. Now the next one is 500. Do a lot of harvesting in the game. That goes up quickly. So let's continue to get nighttime. There's some more poo there. We'll go ahead and I'll grab the poo. I might sell it later. I got plenty of inventory space, so I might as well fill up with whatever I can while I can. Getting close to 6 here, so what we're going to do is go ahead and pick our meat up off the ground. So the meat, once it's cooked, is 10 heart, 8 health, or 8 energy. So that's a really good boost. And here's the inside of our tent. Not a whole lot to look at this point, but there's a place to put our sleeping bag. So I'll place it right there. Walk up to it and you can lie down and you can either sleep or you can just rest for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and sleep for the night. Every time you sleep, you get a summary of what happened throughout that day. And so bug catching, we got quite a few bugs and went up 1 level. Foraging, we went up 2 levels. So we did pretty good here. No dinks earned at this moment. And the dinks earned is only from when you sell something. We've gotten dinks from other items, or we'll get dinks from other items, and I don't think it takes there. Or doesn't register those there. Oh, someone's visiting the island. That should be the trader. Oh, good night's sleep. Nice and relaxful. So we'll go over here. Let's go talk to Fletch first, since that's our task item. See what she has to say. Good morning. Yep, I saw that John set up his tent. Oh, talking about me. Okay, I see. Oh, I hope so. So he's a trader. I'm sure. Oh, you buy rocks? Oh, I want to save the rocks for myself. And he sells tools, and that's what we want to get into. It's got mining equipment, logging equipment, and even fishing equipment. So all those will be nice to have. And that's where we need all these for, is the licenses. No, I don't. Basically, it's from South City. Basically, to do anything, you have to be licensed for it. Government control on it. Yeah, of course you're a license giver. That's where we spend our permit points to get them. And as you do tasks, your license, so those levels you get will allow you to get additional licenses based off of that skill. So if you get better at mining, you can get better mining license. If you do harvesting, you'll get better harvesting license. And when that license is more like the lumberjacking, axing type of license. So here's the licenses we have. You have a mining license, a logging license, a fishing license, excavation. So this is use pickaxes. This is use regular axes. This is for fishing, and this is to purchase for use of shovels. Hunting license to carry weapons, farming license to do farming, and then a vehicle license. So yes, there are vehicles in this game. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I want a mining license. I want to get some ore. That'll be important here pretty quickly. I like to get a logging license because then I can get more wood. And now it's always the decision. I can't get the evacuation license yet. I really don't need to do hunting yet or farming yet. I'm not quite up to that level. So I'm going to go ahead and get fishing. That's kind of fun to do. It takes a while to get a little patience on it, but we'll show you that here in a second. Let's talk to her again real quick. Yep, I figured you've got something. Oh, she wants us to buy a table saw. It's supposed to be handy, so let's buy a table saw. Okay, Granny, we'll buy a table saw for you. Thank you for giving me some money off of it. So it was $2,500. How much is this saw? Like everything is probably expensive. Let's talk to her one more time. Okay. I'm going to leave. That's all. Basically, she just wants us to buy a table saw. Let's talk to John. Hey, John, how you doing? Yep, you're welcome. Oh, yep, let's do some business. Take a little wares and feel free to ask me about anything you're interested in. Okay. Oh, you want to sell exotic back at South City? Well, I got some items for you. Yeah, let's sell some items to you. So if we look, that table saw is 5,200. I need a lot more, so let's sell some stuff. So we sell butterflies. We'll sell the fly. We'll sell the bone for now. I don't need it. The poo. More butterflies. I'm keeping my fruit. Sell that butterfly. Basically all the shells and butterflies and bugs and insects. That's all going to go. Nope, there's one down here. I'm also going to sell the yellow wattle for now. You get plenty of these over time, so once I figure out a real need for them, I'll keep them at that point. But for now, they're a good way to add a little bit more. I got these shells here to get rid of, so we're going to sell all that. 12,000. There we go. That sounds good. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And we got a couple more achievements, but before I go into that, I'm going to go ahead and buy this table saw. I'll take it. Yep. And then I want to go ahead and get an axe for later because there'll be need for that, and that's 1,000. We'll also go ahead and get the basic pickaxe. And we'll get the fishing pole. Yes, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to set my thing up here. I'm going to put the fishing pole, the axe, the pickaxe, and the fishing pole in the front. That will go there. This I'm going to put here for now. Reorganize some of this stuff up here. Stuff I'm keeping will be there. You do have a barbecue, but man, that's expensive for the barbecue. We'll wait until I get more funded. So now you get to decide where you want to put your tools, and I'm going to start building out here for all my tools, kind of halfway in between here and there, and we'll see where we go. We can always pick these up and move them later. So if you look, if you are facing it, there's E at the bottom down here. That allows you to do pickup. When you pick it up, it goes back into your inventory, and then you can put it back down again. So we'll go ahead and put that there. Let's see what I got. So shellfish lever. Basically, we sold 58 shells. We only needed 10 for the first challenge. Second challenge was 50. I did over that, so we get 2 more. There we go. Next one will be 250. Next is Creepy Dink, selling bugs to John. First level is 10. Next one's 50. We only sold 11 bugs, so we got a ways to go on that one. And then Entrepreneur, we sold over 10,000 or 10,000 dinks worth of material, so we get some more. Next one will be 50,000. These mile points go up pretty quick, so it's really easy to start unlocking skills and everything. Also, I didn't mention our today's task is we got to sell 4 fruit, sell 3 bugs, and plant 2 tree seeds. Until we get the shovel, we can't do any planting yet. And I may get that here pretty quickly, but at this point I'm not up to it. So I got the table saw. Let's talk to Fletch. Well done. Don't you think having John is great? Well, you can convince him to stay permanently. Yeah, it'd be nice to have him here all the time so I could sell to him all the time. Table saw is a great first step. For now, you can have a break. Come back and talk to me when you're ready. So I can go out and do some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and talk to her right away. I figured you'd want something from me, Grandma. I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah, camping can be fun. Especially when you have me doing all your work for you. Yeah, I know people like to have permanent buildings, so... Yeah, there's a lot of tin on the island. Melt down that ore, so we need to... She's going to have us do stuff to make ore. So we need to bring some items. We need 1 campfire, 3 stones, and 10 ore. Okay, so just to remind everybody what we need for a campfire, and so you can see this, so I can set recipe there. So I need 2 gum logs. I have 4 of them, and I need 3 stones. I have none of those. So I need 3 more stones for that. And the easiest way to get stones is to beat on some rocks. So there's a rock here. You can beat on it. And there's some stones. Only 1. The rest kind of fell off in the water. I don't normally do it in the water, but I just wanted to show what a stone looks like. Let's go over here outside the water. And I'm actually going to go ahead and swim across here. And the reason being is there's actually some iron over here too, so I can get both of them done. So let's go ahead. We'll start knocking down this rock. This is a double hit rock. So I can beat on a couple times, and I got 2 more stones. And I know I needed iron, so I'm going to go and do that. And as you can see, oh, it's got a shiny stone. You'll want to save on to all your shiny stones. Later on, there'll be an item we'll use to use on that. So for this, I right now was tracking the recipe, but I want to go ahead and track what she wanted. So I'm going to pin what she needs up. So for this, I need 10 tin ore. I have 2 so far. So we got to knock it through quite a few more of these. So there's 5. And we may run out of them on this island and have to go somewhere else, but we have 8. Nope, we're going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. Okay, so a couple things to kind of keep track of or work with. I will need to get a little bit more stone, but if I go ahead and tab out here, if you look, my stamina is starting to get pretty low here, and the pickaxe, it does wear down over time, so you'll either have to repair or replace it. I will tell you right now, I'm pretty much won't be repairing them for a while because you have to build a repair desk. Now, as you can see, as you get less stamina, you can't walk as fast, and your screen starts going dark. We'll go ahead and go a little bit farther. And one more hit. One more. Okay, I'm about as low as you can get. Now, with that being that low, what you can do now is you can eat food. So I'm going to eat that cooked food. And it gives me back some stamina and some more. And as you can see, now I can't eat anymore. My dot up there is full. I do need one more stone, though. I should have did a different one, but we'll do this stone. Eat through a little more stamina. Cutting wood, cutting or digging, catching bugs, attacking things, that all uses your stamina. Walking around, cooking, that doesn't use any of your stamina, so keep that in mind. If you're low on stamina, you can still do things that don't use your stamina. I need to build a campfire here, so I'm going to come over here and say I want one campfire, craft. So I now have the campfire. I could have took the one I already had up, and I didn't get another stone. I need to still get one more stone. Well, dang it. Didn't plan that right. Let's just grab one from this water area here. There we go. Now I have everything. So now I can come back in here and talk to her. Yeah, Granny, I got all your stuff. Now we need to make a crude furnace. So, yep, we'll create one. Okay. Okay, oh, let me create that furnace. So I can come over here. And again, that's 3 stones, 1 campfire, and 5 tin ore. So let's go ahead and craft it. Cool. So now we have a crude furnace. Let's place the crude furnace over here. Again, I'm going to place it all right here, central to both areas. And to put stuff in the furnace, you put it in your toolbar holding it, and you put in 5 at a time. It does take 5 ore to make 1 block. Pretty expensive, I know. That is done. What is the rest of my task? I got to sell some fruit and plant 2 trees. Yeah, I can't do the trees yet. Place 10 and wait for it to become 10 bar. So I've got to wait for 10 bar. I can't buy that shovel yet, but I can. Let me talk to John here. I want to sell some more goods. I don't want to sell all that. Let me cancel out. I think I can split the stack. Yeah, I can split it. So I can sell a portion of it. I didn't want to sell it all, but I want to get the fruit function done. So yeah, sounds good. I need, what did I need to have? 4 fruit sold? Yep, sell 4 fruit. So let me sell 1 more to you, John. I know, I should have looked at that first and not bug you over and over. Yep, sounds good. So now I completed that challenge. Now I can talk to John. A few other things is you can do a chat. And you can say, ask him what's new, ask him if he has anything. I'm going to do that. He's hungry. I'll do that. So he wants something to eat. Now I think in the journal all it says is something to eat, but it doesn't tell you what. I can go ahead and pin that real quick. Yeah, just something neat. So I'm going to talk to John because I have a couple things. I want to talk to you. This is for you. Yep. And I have a feeling, I think he only likes meat, so I'm going to go ahead and do the meat. I think the last time I had that challenge, I gave him fruit, and he's like, I can't eat that. And I didn't get it. Ooh, so he gave me a wooden sign. That's kind of nice. I haven't played with that yet. So we now have a wooden sign, and I'm going to do helpful friend. And that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that task out. That's one thing I know is it doesn't auto unpin something for you. So you have to grab it yourself, grab that 10 bar. I'm going to go ahead and put another one in there to start cooking while we're talking to Granny. Hey, Granny. Thank you, thank you. I know. Okay. Okay, so we'll need that nails and probably wood to do it. So let's see what we need. Yeah. I'm trying to show them how friendly we are. I've talked to them. I already did that. I actually did that already. I might do it soon, but I think it actually still counts even though you do it soon. Because as you can see, do some favors for John. I did one. I spent some money and sold items, so I already got that one checked off. So I just have to do more favors. But in order to make a crate, we need 1 palm wood, 1 gum wood plank, and nails. Well, I already have something to make nails, so I'm going to make 8 nails with that 10 bar I created. There we go. And then I'm going to go out and get the tree stuff. So this one here is your gumwood tree. And I got 2 logs gumwood, so I don't really need any more gumwood yet. And this one should be the other tree. Nope, it's not. That's right, that's the palm. That's not the palmy looking tree. Let's see, do I have any of those close by? I don't really. Have to go off looking here. We got some time in the evening. I only do one task. There they are. So these are the other trees over here, the palm looking trees. And there's a lot of those around them, so you do have to be cautious of that. But I'm going to cut down this tree. And there we go, we get palm wood. You can also cut the stump and get one more piece out of it. And as you can see, my stamina has been going up over time. A lot of that, whoa, see that bird doesn't like it, they will attack. This is a barrel tree, and it will actually give you hardwood. So when you're ready for hardwood, that's a good way of getting hardwood. Them birds will follow you for quite a while too. Oh, there's a turkey. Later on we can hunt the turkey. I'll get some palm seeds. And logs. Okay, that should get, oh, there's still a seed over here. That should give us enough to build at least 1 chest, possibly 2. So we're going to come back over here, back to our sawmill, and make some planks out of this stuff. It'll be nice having those gators right there. You'll see why later episodes when we get into hunting a little bit more. So come back over here. I'm going to go ahead and pick this other 10 bar up. Don't have enough to make another 10. I only have 4 and I need 5. But I need to start working on these logs. So I'm going to grab the logs here. And I'm going to cut 2 of these down. Unfortunately, 1 log gives you 1 plank. You'd think you'd get at least 2 out of them, but nope, it's 1 plank per log. So I'm going to cut a couple of the palm wood and get palm wood planks. He's excited running around with Granny. Okay, so I now did that, so now I can come in here and I should have enough to make, I believe, 2 boxes. Nope, 1 box, I think, because you need 2 gumwood planks. So we'll make 1 box. I'll have to get some more gumwood here in a second. Gumwood is usually one you find on the ground. So I'm going to put a box next to my work area here. And you can come up and right click and open it and you can put things in. Oops. Put it in that way. You can hold down your shift key and click to put things in quickly. I'm going to get rid of stuff I don't need on me just to have more room for later. And I'm going to come over here before I'm through with the night. Go ahead and cook up a couple more pieces of fruit. And that one's ready. So now I have some more fruit for later. And with that, I think we're going to call it an evening. Good couple days here getting the bases started up. We will have to work on John a little bit to get him convinced to move in. So we'll continue that on the next episode, as well as building additional items that we can build as we go along. Before I go to sleep here, I want to go ahead and claim my hot fruit reward and make sure I have everything checked off, and we're good there. As always, I thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Have a great day, folks.